Hi, welcome to LSB TV. We're here at the Yates Street Tap House. Ted Godwin with Ryan Arrowwood, ready to interview Brad Norris-Jones. All right, welcome to LSB TV at Yates Street Tap House. We're here with Brad Norris-Jones, the new executive at Pacific FC. Welcome, Brad.
Thanks for having me here.
So what exactly is your title?
Executive Vice President of Operations.
Wow, that sounds pretty fancy.
It does.
What does that mean for us?
Basically, I'm in charge of the business operations and everything to do at the field. So it lets me be what I do over the last 10 years and do it well.
Sweet. And let's talk for a second about that last 10 years. You've been with the Harbour Cats organization. You've taken that to a new height in Victoria, made it a destination event. Everybody in town knows when a Harbour Cats game is on. There's fireworks in the air, people streaming through the crowd. How do you think you're going to be able to translate some of that exciting Harbour Cats atmosphere to the PFC?
Well, you said it. It's a destination event. And what we're trying to do here is we're trying to, and first of all, to all the true soccer fans, I'm not messing with the game. I want you guys to understand that I'm a sports fan, true and true. But also I'm a marketer. And I want to have as many people to enjoy this game and enjoy the fun and the ambience of the field. So we're gonna be doing stuff that's traditionally not all soccer, what we've done. And fireworks are unbelievable, the ones that I put on. So there'll be fireworks at that stadium. It'll be circus atmosphere. We're just putting it all together right now.
Okay, so that's actually, you sort of jumped to my next question. So thanks for answering that. I was kind of worried there. We're wondering if there's going to be zip lines and haircuts happening at the side of the field. These are some of the things you are known for at the Harbour Cats. Please tell us, though, we're not going to have mascots in strange costumes and cheerleaders.
There could be a mascot in the park, and I haven't looked at the cheerleader aspect of it yet. I never brought cheerleaders into the baseball world that I had, but I was in a seminar a few months back, and the president of the Las Vegas hockey team was there, who's never been in hockey before. He was told time after time that Las Vegas is not a hockey town. Right. I think it's really proven that Las Vegas is a hockey town because it's about entertainment. Yeah. And if I can entertain the fans, and if I can make people that come at the park, and not only are we going to put on a great show on the pitch, which I'm excited about, and by the way, from what I understand from my ownership group, we're going to have a heck of a team, which makes me feel great for that part of it. We're also going to put a show on, and not exactly sure how that's going to look with how the stadium getting built out right now and what my capacity on that is, but I'm going to have concerts pre-game throughout the year, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
And now we've heard some rumors, some talk about this pre-game aspect. In fact, we're talking not just like an hour before kickoff. Nope. We're talking several hours. Is that right? Several
hours.
Okay.
We're not opening the gates an hour before. I'm a big fan of getting people in early and enjoying a beverage, some food. There's going to be some kids areas down at the other end of the park from where you guys are going to be sitting.
Good.
Once again, I'm making sure that the soccer people are taken care of.
Good.
And that's really important. I get sports, and I get the true fan needs to be the true fan.
Well, and speaking of soccer people and beverages, one of the things you were known for at the Harbour Cats, or at least the Harbour Cats were known for during your tenure, was getting their very own beer.
Yes.
Now, we have heard rumors that this may be something that might happen with the PFC. Is this a true thing that we're thinking?
It's a great question.
Okay.
And in fact, I was working on it today, a little bit of that. I'm not sure if I want the whole craft experience and have Victoria and Vancouver, especially Victoria, is known for all of our craft. I'm not sure I just want to select one craft. I might have 7 or 8 different type of crafts just to have that excitement for, Portland does such a great job with what they do that, and once again, I'm a big component of taking from everybody who does great things, and I don't care what sport, if it's the NBA or if it's the CFL. I'll take the best from everybody, and I'm starting to learn a few things that maybe I'm not just going to go for one. I'm going to go for 5 or 6 or 7 different craft companies. So
that's great.
I'm out there looking right now.
Well, that's good to hear. The more craft beer, the better.
Well, the best part is I get to sample all that stuff too, right? As I'm having a tea right now.
If you need any help with that, I'm sure you've got some volunteers right here.
I'm in.
One of the things I read an article from you last summer talking about, back to the Harbor Cats a little bit, was about tickets. And one of the things that some leagues in the past, especially startups and soccer leagues, have been known for is padding their numbers with lots of free ticket giveaways. Now,
I'm not a free ticket guy.
That's what I heard.
So if you read something that, I don't give away free tickets.
Yeah, I saw you were against the steep discounts.
I do not pad. I hate it. I think it's bad for business. If I have a customer paying $20 and the two people beside got it for free, it's bad business. I would rather have less people there and build my brand so that I'm sold out. It's not about what we do today, it's what we do in the future.
Yep.
And if I don't have 7,000 or 9,000 there on the first game, my goal is to get to that. And that's how you can't give away tickets. I'm going to make it affordable. I'm going to make it fun. If you can get in the stadium for a decent price. You want to be on the pitch, you might have to pay for it.
Exactly. Now, some of the excitement in the last week or so in the online universe has been talk of CONCACAF Champions League and also the CONCACAF League qualifying. Now, as more of the operations guy,
I was pretty excited about that news too.
Well, we're excited about it, but also we noticed that there was a little bit of an issue with the CONCACAF League, where Pacific FC and some other teams are being cut out. Only 3 teams from CanPL are going to be competing for a spot in the CONCACAF League. Has this been talk around the office at all?
And it's funny you say that, because I'm so busy with everything else. I actually got an email, probably or online on Instagram, probably the same time you guys received it, I received it. And I haven't been able to talk to Josh or Rob about any of that stuff. It actually, in my notes, we have a meeting tomorrow afternoon. That is one of my conversations I have with them. So I'm not sure on any of those. You guys know as much as I know on all this stuff right now. When that draw came out yesterday, actually my wife saw it before I saw it. So you guys and my wife were ahead of me on that one.
Right. Hey, well, we're all very excited about this, and now certainly
I'm incredibly excited, and that was, to be honest, the friendlies and those cup matches were really what intrigued me in this whole business. Everybody has a schedule, but soccer has something special where you can do things that are outside of the box and have these extra games. So that was when I first met Rob Friend on that. Him and I talked about that, and that's what really got me excited, was games like that.
Mm-hmm. And now, obviously, we've already got the first setup round in the Voyageurs Cup setup to go. In May, we're going to be playing in Calgary first, and then here at home.
Which I like.
Which is going to, well, it's always an advantage.
I really like
play the second leg at home.
Yep.
Now, clearly the away match, some of us are hoping to be able to travel to Calgary.
Mm-hmm.
But if we can't, does the team have any plans for anything here in town? Do you guys have plans to make away viewing possible, or is that just going to be something supporters will be looking for on their own?
No. That's something that is very important to me, to have all the supporters together in one room or one venue to watch that. So, can I say where that is right now? No. Do I have ideas? Absolutely.
That's great. And obviously at this point, you're probably too new into it. You probably can't say anything more about the broadcaster for regular league games yet, can you?
No, I can't.
I'm trying to give you an out there. We've heard lots of rumors, but nothing. Do you have any idea when it might be announced, though?
I don't know.
No. Okay.
Yeah. And even if I knew, I wouldn't tell you.
He keeps it close to the vest. Nicely done.
I can tell you one thing: if I'm not in Calgary, I'll be with you guys watching the game.
Sweet. Now, we want to. Ryan, did you want to get on here?
Just to go back one step.
Yep.
Just to go back one step. What are to go back to the different amount of soccer games we can get in? What do you know about the concept of international friendlies?
What do I know about it? I'm incredibly interested if we're going to have some international friendlies. So, I'm about 9 days into the job. That was discussion that I had in the early meetings when we were talking about me moving over. It is definitely conversation, and it is definitely something that is high priority.
Have you talked to any international teams?
I haven't. and I'm not sure, and I'm straight up here, I'm not sure if there's been direct conversation on dates or any of that stuff, but the conversation with ownership and myself is moving that way. So, it's not like I'm saying that we're talking to this club or this club. It is something that is very important to me to happen for sure next year. For sure, that is something that I'm going to push. And I'm not trying to skirt a question on that.
No.
I'm just, I know I haven't talked to any clubs by myself. Yes, it is high priority to happen. How about that?
Sweet.
I got another one. Yeah, I didn't expect a straight answer because you've been here 9 days. So what are your thoughts on putting up a giant white screen and using this fancy infrastructure you're putting in place at West Hills and having more of a drive-in style watch party?
That's a good one. See, I'm not even prepped for these questions. That's why I like them. So working with Langford, I've been in 4 meetings already with the crew out there. They're open to a lot of suggestions. I'm open to stuff like that too. Those are great concepts that anything outside the box interests me. You've caught me off guard on that one. That's a good one. Well done. I usually don't get that rattled on those kind of questions.
Cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would like to talk more about that.
What is your concept for the shuttle service so far?
Ooh, good question. Yep.
You guys are killing me on the good questions, but I do like, you know what I like about these questions is that you guys have the passion to come up with these and to challenge ownership and myself to make sure that this is done right. And I hate to say the 9-day card that I've been here. Challenge, yes. Have I heard conversations on it? Very few, but it is part of. So we have a calendar that we're working on and trying to drive through it. That is on probably the next week's calendar, which means it's high priority.
Yeah.
The number of parking spots I can't exactly tell you. Working with Wilson Transportation already about getting stuff happening. Talking about bringing people from downtown, from UVic. Trying to maybe find different parking areas in the West Shore that we can shuttle people in. So yes, it is once again priority. And I hate to say everything's priority. There's a lot of things that are priority. I play in, I think it's 75 days is the home opener that we're talking about. So there's 12, 15-hour days happening every day for me right now. I know Monday's a holiday, but it's not a holiday for me. I'm working. There's no time to take off.
Now, one of the things that happened just today was people who had paid deposits, members have already received their email. There was a bit of a hiccup with that first round of emails that went out. Obviously, that's something that you guys took care of pretty quickly. But one of the things I'm curious, though, is we're being asked now to buy season tickets, yet we still don't have a schedule. Any idea when the schedule's coming out?
Officially, I don't know when the schedule's coming out. I would say, and we've heard this, and I'm not trying to push on, and I haven't seen a final schedule as well. I would say soon, and how soon is that? I'm not sure, but soon. And trust me, we all want that as well. Will we see it tomorrow? I don't think so, but if we hit it tomorrow, it could hit tomorrow.
Well, to be fair, nobody watching this is going to not buy a ticket, so it's not really a do or die for us. And we have to say that we've already got the opening game, so that's what we're excited for. The April 28th, the home opener. That's what we're stoked for.
Yeah.
We're also getting ready to watch on the 27th. We're probably going to have a viewing party for ourselves just to watch the inaugural game for the league. That's going to be kind of interesting. So we'll definitely look forward to seeing the schedule, though. That's going to be great.
And yeah, I think we all are, and we're all on the same boat. Where I need to react, my staff needs to react, ticketing needs to react, and we get it. And when that hits, those will be some long days for sure. I'm sure the ticketing staff is ready to pull really 15 to 18-hour days when that happens, and that's part of what we do.
And Ryan?
Quick follow-up on the season tickets. Everyone pretty much has said they included a jersey. Do you know if that jersey includes customization, like with name and number?
Ooh.
I don't know of that. I do know that the jerseys, that everybody gets a jersey. I will find out for you tomorrow on that one, and I'll email you.
Now, here's another thing that I don't know if you're aware of. It's kind of a rare tradition, even among soccer clubs, but there are some clubs that reserve the number 12 for their fans. Mm-hmm. That is the default number that's on the jersey. It's the 12th man tradition, something that's actually expressed very well in the NFL in Seattle.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're just kind of wondering, do you think you will be having a number 12 on the field, or will number 12 be in the stands?
More importantly, what would you guys want?
Good question.
And that's something that I think I'd take back to the fans and see what they want. And I'd even put a poll out and to see what the fans think of that.
Good
because
call.
Really, it's your team as much as it's my team, and I don't think that's a decision should be made by just one staff member or 5 staff members or 2 owners. I think the fans need a call on that.
And I have to admit that I'm kind of torn because I like the tradition of the 12th man, but at the same time I was very sure to make sure I got number 22, at least a nice low number on the memberships and for PFC. So I might want to put that on the back of mine. just to brag, right? I was there. Ryan, any more?
I'll follow up with a straight-up idea to go with that. I know I'm helping you out by giving you some sweet ideas. What would you think of maybe during the first game, at the beginning of the game, you could basically go through a jersey retirement of the number 12 and explain this? Because we're going to have a lot of people that aren't soccer fans that don't know this tradition that Ted just talked about. Maybe if you kind of express that more like in the opening day or leading up to opening day, because we're going to have a lot of people come to these games that may not have been to these soccer games. They may not understand that tradition of the fan is such an important part of the scene.
Definitely open it. That's a marketing part, and obviously my marketing. Katie's my marketing specialist, and that's what she does, and that's what I would really push that towards her and let her run with it. And she's very creative. I think she could, knock it out of the park. So.
Well, before you guys commit to that, I think LSB TV is going to run a poll.
I love that.
We're going to poll our members. We're going to poll everybody out there. How would you like it? Do you want to see number 12 reserved for the 12th man on the side of the pitch, or do you just not give a crap? Let us know. You can make a comment here below, or fill out the poll. Well, any other questions?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, more questions. Here we go. He's still going.
I got good stuff today. I'm on point. So if you've ever seen any soccer games in Germany, they have amazing safe standing areas where they're basically designed for people to stand up. If you haven't seen one of those, I highly recommend you see some of the craziness that goes on in Germany. How would you describe our amazing new stands that we're getting for supporters?
For the supporters, I actually haven't seen them yet. Obviously, I've been to some games and I've seen where the supporters are at the MLS games and up and down the coast. And yes, I know that you guys are really close to the pitch. I know that, and that's going to be fun. That's going to be exciting. In fact, when I was looking at I was out at the park yesterday. It was snowing, but I was walking. It was snow all over. I was walking on the pitch, and I said to one of the staff members, I said, they're going to be really close to the back of the net. It is going to be an exciting spot. I can't comment on the stands, but what I can comment on is you guys are right there. So it's going to be. And I've been to Vancouver. Vancouver's back a bit from the pitch. Not Victoria, not at all.
So actually, that brings up a good question for me. What have you ever actually been to a professional soccer game as a spectator?
Yes, many.
Which any particular ones that stand out in your mind?
So growing up, I was a Seattle Sounder fan. Just because of Ian Bridge played for the Sounders
back in the day, yeah.
And local guy. So I always watched the Sounders play. Went to a game when I was a kid. Probably that was my biggest memory. Back in, I guess it was I'm trying to think, 81 or 82 back in the day when I saw a game down in the Kingdom. So those are probably the special memory I have for specifically one game. Been to a bunch of Whitecaps games. I've been to Canadian international games, but magical when I was a young kid, and that's what. And I hate to say it, but I'm still a Sounders fan.
Oh, ouch. Okay. Well, we might forgive you for that, depending what the pitch is like here.
Yeah.
Speaking of the pitch, we're not getting grass this year, are we?
No.
We're getting this turf for this year.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking. Ryan.
All right, this one's out of left field because I don't know if it's in your wheelhouse, so I'll ask it anyway.
Fair enough.
What is your plans for community outreach, like with nonprofits and local organizations in the area?
So we've just recently hired a community outreach person that is going to take that initiative, and the foundation or the charity component is going to happen this year. I really can't elaborate on it because I haven't seen anything concrete come back, but definitely is happening. And really, the ownership group, when we talked about that was high priority for them to have that community part of it. And if you look at what I did before, there's a lot of community aspect that we've touched on my last seven years working with the baseball team. So yes, the answer is.
So I've been a part of a soccer team that had a multi-use facility as well, where the field was used for multiple different sports.
Yep.
For this nice turf field we're going to have installed, is it going to have soccer lines only?
Yes.
Or is it going to be multi-use?
Soccer lines only. Yes.
Sweet.
So, just a quick follow-up. What's your thoughts on sharing this amazing field with the rugby women right before season starts?
I got no problem with it. I've shared a field for years and years. If we don't work together, there's no community. And Rugby Canada, I think it's awesome that we're with them in the same venue. We're the main tenant. I know there's a football team that plays out there as well, but I'll take care of my business. Everybody else takes care of their business. Let's work as a community. I'm good with it.
Good.
Your turn.
No, I think we're good. I just want to say thanks very much, Brad. It was very nice to meet you. We appreciate you being here on LSB TV. I'm Ted Godwin. This is Ryan Arrowwood saying thanks very much for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.